Greetings to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. And of course, the time that you'll come across this video. How is everyone? How am I? Of course, I'm good as you can see, and I thank God for this beautiful moment. To you that is new here, welcome. Where have you been? Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and becoming part of my family. My returning subscribers, you're the best. Of course, you know, what would I do without you? Just know your like, your view, your comment, everything nice and good that you do to this channel is never taken for granted. Of course, it's because of you that Mary TV is where it is as we speak. Those that have joined my membership, those that do super chat me, those that are my moderators, asante, asante, sana. Nawapenda from the bottom of my heart. My prayers to everyone in Jamaica and Haiti. I pray that our good Lord may keep you safe during this particular time. I'm praying for you. You are in my thoughts. And of course, I have asked members from my family and my friends that are not aware of what is happening in Jamaica to pray for you. I have so many friends from Jamaica that I met here online. And therefore, you are my family and we are in this together. Okay, my people, let's go to our reaction. Guys, before you watch this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's free of charge. There are no hidden charges. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I am on the road to 5K subscribers. Please take me there before the end of 2025. Now, my people, let's go all the way to the villa. The other day, I think it's 3 days ago, when Rosio came out and did a video. And of course, from that video, she received a lot of backlashes from all walks of YouTube, if I can put it in that way. Okay, these are my thoughts. Remember, these are my own thoughts. These are my own opinions. You are entitled to yours. Drop your comment down here. Let's have a conversation. I've seen so many people coming out to remind Rosio where she came from. That is her home in Argentina. Remember when Rosio came into Marwa's life, the villa was already there. And maybe this lady Rosio does not understand the history behind this villa. This villa was constructed by Marwa's subscribers. And in that villa, there are those specific rooms that were allocated to different subscribers, including Dimwango, the sister to I am Marwa. And this villa has always been like open to any subscriber that is a team Marwa. Maybe these are the small details that Rosio has never understood. Of course, as Mary TV, I will not sit here and pretend that I don't see the position of Rosio in Marwa's life. Of course, Rosio is Marwa's partner. Do you understand? I have heard so many people referring to her as a baby mama. Of course, they are not legally married. We all know that. It's not a secret because you've never seen that happening. Unless maybe I'm missing out something because I've been away from the streets for quite some time. Let me know. We all know Rosio is Marwa's partner. And of course, we all know the history about Rosio. I have seen a lot of naysayers coming out to remind Rosio of her days in Mexico. There's a time Rosio did some videos back then, and she said there are times she had to volunteer, either to work in a hotel or to sing for the guests so that she could get a room or rather a roof over her head. That tells you that before Rosio met Marwa, she was living, a struggling life, if you understand what I'm talking about. We all know, before Rosio met Marwa, she used to sing on the streets in Mexico, and of course her channel was not doing good. When she met Marwa, it was like a dream come true for Rosio. We all know that. And that makes me remember of a Swahili proverb that says, maskini akipata matako hulia mbwata. I don't know how to translate it in English because I don't want to. But I know, of course, you have Swahili friends. You can go and ask them what it means. But of course, I'm going to try and explain it so that I may not leave you in some kind of dilemma. Okay, if you understand this proverb very well, and especially if you're a Kenyan, we can all agree that Rosio is that lady that, of course, came from a poor background. And she met this man that already had a life. Do you understand? Like Marwa's life, is in order. Maro has a YouTube channel that is doing very well. Maro has a channel that is paying him a lot of money. Maro has a lot of supporters that love him to the core. And therefore, when Rosio came into Maro's life, it was like, she had been rescued, if you can allow me to use that word. She was rescued from some form of poverty, into this good life. And she forgot where she, where she came from. Do you understand? And many people have come out in the past to criticize Rosio because of what she does. And one thing that I know about internet, internet does not forget. Because we were taken to Argentina, we were shown her home. We saw everything that Mara did to improve their livelihood. People will never forget that because it is here on the streets. And that is why everyone is going back to Argentina. They are questioning Rosio. Can you watch your mouth? We know where you came from. You cannot talk bad about that villa. Do you understand? And on the other hand, remember, Rosio is Marwa's partner. And she has all the rights to, maybe reorganize everything in the villa, if you understand what I'm talking about. Because she's the partner. She is Maisha's mother. She has all the rights to come out and say, oh, I don't like this room. I don't like that bed. Oh, I don't want these people in this house. She has all the rights. But I want to say the following. If she doesn't like the beds that Marwa bought, she can buy the beds. She has a YouTube channel that is doing good. She's getting good money from the channel. Instead of complaining, of which is not wrong, she can do something for the villa. She has money. She can go make beds the way she wants. She can customize the beds that she wants her parents to have and the siblings. After all, she's earning. Do you understand? Like, for example, if you are married or you have a partner and you don't like maybe something in the house, you can't just be complaining every day. If you have the money, do something. That is what Rosio is missing out. And she doesn't need to come out always and sound arrogant. Down-talking Marwa. Marwa is a person that is loved by so many people. And people are watching. People will come out and complain. You all read the comments that were there. And if you haven't, go to that video that Rosio did. You're going to get all the comments that people wrote under that video. Guys, I sampled out so many comments. And of course, the majority of people are against what Rosio is doing. We can't pretend that we don't know the position and the value that Rosio has, in Marwa's life. But we cannot equally sit and let her walk all over Marwa. Hey, remember, everything starts with Marwa and ends with Marwa. I remember there's a time I did a video and I talked about this matter to do with Rosio. There are some people that decided to unsubscribe from my channel, which is, I'm still okay, because these are my own sentiments. You can bring yours. Let's have a conversation. I don't need to agree with what you tell me. I don't need to agree with the comments that you drop at the comment section. But we are having a discussion. And that is why I'm looking at it from 2 points of views. This is Marwa's partner. This is Maisha's mother. She does not like the rooms. According to her, the rooms are plain. Do you understand? What has she done to ensure that those rooms, or rather the walls, do not remain plain? What has she done as the woman of the house? Do you understand? Like, every day I cannot just be coming and complaining, oh, I don't like this cup. I don't like this seat. I don't like that chair. I don't know this and that and that. Every day complaining. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to input, something. So that as I come out and complain, I'll say, I have tried to repaint these walls. You as my partner, you're not helping me. Do you understand? Like, I'll have something, some, basis for an argument. But if your work is to come out and complain, and there's nothing that you have done, guys, it will not sit well with, of course, all Marwa's subscribers. We all know the history of that villa. When that villa when Marwa started the construction of the villa, I used to watch him back to back. And that villa, you know, the way it is, guys, when you look at it from corner to corner, it is all about Marwa's subscribers. You don't need to come out with negative energy. Of course, the naysayers are having a field day because of your attitude. That is the truth of the matter. Guys, in fact, I'm not going to attach any receipts because I know you watched that particular video that was done by Rosio. And when Mara was trying to talk to her, of course, Mara was so calm and composed. But also she's up there. I have heard people that say, oh, you know, what are they called? The women from not North America, South America. They're usually kind of harsh. Do you understand? But you can't bring that to Marwa. Do you understand? I've read a lot of comments. There's a comment that someone dropped. And that person said, Marwa has done a lot for the villa, starting from the foundation up to where the villa is. Rosio cannot just come and walk all over Marwa. I read a comment this one was done by Kenyans, by the way. It was a long string, because the comments were coming back to back. These comments were written in Swahili. Do you understand? I don't know whether you saw that. Those are a very long string of comments that were written in Swahili. In simple, these Kenyans were kind of asking Rosio, why do you feel like, you know, you are a queen? Why do you feel like Marwa has done nothing in that villa? Why are you complaining? What is it that you have ever done? And everyone was taking her back to Argentina, taking her back to her parents' home, reminding her of that place, reminding her of the way Marwa, you know, stayed there. Yet he had left his villa in Kenya, you know, in Nyabohanse. Marwa would have chosen to stay back in Kenya, but he went there. He never complained. He worked hard to ensure that Rosio's home, you know, was kinda renovated. Of course, most people are not happy, and we can't pretend. But again, we need to look at who Rosio is to Marwa. Do you understand? Let me know what you think at the comment section, because guys, it is crazy. You heard Rosio saying she has already booked the flight tickets for her family members. What does that tell you? It tells you Rosio has money. It tells you Rosio can do whatever she can bring the changes that she wants in the villa without necessarily depending on Marwa to do it. Do you understand? She can do it. If she can afford to buy flight ticket for how many people are they for that are coming, then she has the money. And of course, you have to look at the number of views. The views will tell you whether someone is making money on YouTube or not. Do you understand? And therefore, Rosio should rethink. Everything is not meant for the camera. If she has those small, petty complaints, she can have a discussion with Marwa away from the camera. That is how I chose to look at it as Mary TV. You tell me what you think. Of course, it is not a must that you have to agree with what I'm saying. But at least you can come out and tell me what you feel about this saga surrounding Marwa, Rosio, and the villa. That villa itself is so big. Remember, there are so many things that are still pending. But at the end of the day, Rosio should help Marwa. After all, it is their home. It is their home. She should help Marwa fix one or two things. There's a time I heard her saying she's good when it comes to interior decoration and all that. What has she done? All those walls that she's saying are plain, by now, should have placed wallpapers or whatever. I don't know how you call them. Should have done something. It is not like the parents have just woken up and they want to come to Kenya today. I know this is something that has been in the pipeline. A lot of things should have been done. Of course, most people came out and said the beds are not good. I don't know when it comes to those beds. Of course, that is a villa. Marwa should be having magnificent beds, you know, the Chester beds, a place that is comfy, a bed where when you just sleep, it's like it is massaging you? Or what is it that you guys are saying? Eh? Because I don't want to overthink. Guys, remember when this villa was under construction, it was just Maro, a muhuni, that is how we say it here in Kenya, a bachelor. And therefore, he may have overlooked a lot of stuff. And now that he has a woman in his life, that woman should do something instead of complaining every time. She shouldn't be coming out to complain every time, putting Marwa, out here in the public. It is like undressing your own man in the public. Allow Marwa to be. Guys, let me know what you think about this matter. Because majority of people have come out to condemn Rosio because of the way she was speaking to Marwa, not just in this video, but in other videos. Do you understand? It has been noted. And there are some people that are saying, oh, her real character is coming out. But at the end of the day, we need to remember her place in Marwa's life. There's someone that said Rosio should not do any renovation in the house because Marwa has not legally married her. Do you understand? So we have a lot of issues that are under discussion. In fact, there are those naysayers that are extremely happy because of what Rosio brought out. According to them, Rosio did the best to come out and talk about, everything that is lacking in the villa. According to them, it was a good expose for Marwa. What is Marwa doing? My people, in the same video, there's this room for Aaron Dante that people have really talked about. Rosio came out and said, Marwa's sister was staying in that room a few days ago. And she left the room untidy. And therefore, she had to open the door to ensure fresh air comes in, air circulation and all that. I look at it as a way of demeaning Di Mwango. Sometimes, we may have our differences as family members. I may not like my brother or sister. But when it comes to the public, we have what we call PR. You all know public relation is very, very key. Very, very important. She may not like Di Mwango. I don't know. You let me know. But from what I've gathered, from everywhere on the streets, Rosio does not like Di Mwango. Do you understand? That is what I've gathered. All these are allegations. But you don't need to come out and say, the room is so, smelly. It is unkempt. It is untidy. We need fresh air. That is something that you should have done away from the camera. Do you understand? Like, you don't need to come out and embarrass Di Mwango. I've seen naysayers having a good day, talking about the way Di Mwango is very dirty. They have been forced to go all the way to the Philippines and bring out a video that was done by that guy called JB. I don't know, but I know majority of you watched Di Mwango while she was in the Philippines. That guy that is called JB. There's a time he did a video. That time Di Mwango was in Jamaica. It was the second time Di Mwango was going to Jamaica. Di Mwango back then used to do a lot of content with Kino. There's a time that guy came out to attack Di Mwango. What did he say? He said Di Mwango is dirty. Di Mwango has a bad smell. Do you understand? Di Mwango does not shower and etc. According to the naysayers, JB said that maybe as a bitter ex. But now because Rosio has brought it out, she has affirmed what JB said back then. According to them, Di Mwango does not shower. Di Mwango is dirty. Di Mwango does not clean her room. She's always, running left and right. Or I had someone saying Mat had dirtified the room, and that is why they had to kinda tell Di Mwango to remove Mat from the villa. And that is why we used to see Mat at Di Mwango's construction and all that. But as a family member, you need to cover your own. You don't need to come out and talk about all this matter. Guys, there is a lot that you can talk about Rosio. But at the end of the day, Remember, she's Maro's partner. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. She is Maro's partner. She is Maro's baby mama. She is Maisha's mother. One thing that she should learn to do is to know what to say on camera or not. Of course, there's a group of people that feel, Rosio is a person that stands out and can defend herself. She can speak her own mind without necessarily having any, interruption, or if you want, distraction from any other person. Do you understand? And therefore, there are those that are applauding Rosio for everything that she came out to say in that video. So we have all types of comments that are in that video. I don't know what is your take. Remember, everything that I have said in this video are my own opinions, which I'm entitled to. You can equally bring yours and let's have a conversation. The truth of the matter is that majority of the subscribers are not happy with the sentiments that Rosio made concerning the villa. That is number one. Number two, the matter to do with that room that Dimwango has been occupying. Majority of subscribers are not happy with her coming out to portray Dimwango as a lady that does not know how to take care of herself. People have questioned, why is it that Dimwango buys expensive perfumes if she's not a clean person? Why is it that every time Dimwango travels and she comes to a hotel room, she's always talking about white sheets? If she's a dirty girl in a bed that is covered with, white bedding, do you understand? Why would she choose that? Why is it that she's always talking about, I'm happy, this room has white bed sheets? If she's dirty, she wouldn't be going for that. She would just be happy having other colors apart from white. Why is it that as we see Dimwango traveling all over the world, we have seen her so many times doing laundry? And if not she's doing laundry, she has to carry her clothes and take them to someone so that someone can clean after her. Do you understand? Why would she be doing all this? Do you understand? And this guy JB, when he said Dimwango, is dirty, she does not shower, or he never choked Dimwango because Dimwango is dirty and such and such. Why would people believe that is the truth? Because at the end of the day, that is a bitter ex. And an ex can say anything about you. As long as the relationship has hit a dead end, someone will come out and they'll say anything about you without any care in the world. So it is what it is. My point is simple. If Rosio does not feel some of the things in the villa are in order, she can work on them because she has the financial muscles. Instead of her always coming out talk about, this, I don't know, that and that, she can do it. She can fix her home. At the end of the day, that is her home. There are some people that have just reminded her, or rather reminded her, Mr. Luis and the other family members, they are coming for a visit. They're not coming to stay there like forever. Why would she want to pretend like they are coming from, a palace? And therefore, she has to put everything like to be so perfect in the villa. And that is why Maro said, when they come, they'll have to adjust with everything that is in the villa. It is what it is, guys. I don't know what you think about this video. Please drop your comment here. Let's have a conversation. Don't forget to like the video. I am on the road to 5K subscribers, and of course I rely on you. What are you waiting for? Please subscribe, support me. Let me know what you think. Drop your comment down here. I'll get back to you. Thank you so much and goodbye for now.